Holy shit, they're here. An unboxing so big, I actually had to zoom the camera out all the way. We'll zoom in a little bit more once I've gotten one of these out of the way, but oh my god, they're here. I ordered these. I just had my order pulled up to confirm the names of the colors I have, and I've already forgotten. On October 17th, 2020, it is Wednesday, February 2nd, 2020, today. So do the math on that. I ordered these two U80s from the SEQ2 that RAMA ran in late 2020. So let's just unbox them. Let's just go for it. I don't have a lot to say about these keyboards. They're stylistically one of the most beautiful keyboards I've ever seen. I really, really, really hope I like typing on them now that I've waited so long. Here we go. So we're gonna do this one second. I did partially open these just to make sure I would not dox myself, which I totally would have had I not pre-opened them and checked. The little Sharpie gives it away. This is the Moon Stealth unit here. So I ordered a Soya, the kind of beige color, and the Moon Stealth, which is the gray. And a whole bunch of extras, which now with the knowledge I have of the hobby, I probably would have ordered different extras, but in hindsight, it's all gonna be fine. Not worried about it, but that's what we have. So we're gonna start with the accessory box on this one. And I didn't open down this far, so if I suddenly blur part of the screen, it's because I accidentally doxed myself. But here's hoping. So let's zoom into the normal range of the video here. There we go. So accessories for my Moon Gray, Moon Stealth one. We've got a bunch of stickers. Those are kind of fun. Holographic. I recently got a Pelican case for keyboard storage because it's gotten that out of hand, and I need to start sticker bombing that. Big old bag of hardware. We'll come back to that, so there's going to be quite a bit in there. This is the RAMA mute mount. This is also used on keyboards like the KBD67. Basically, this layer of silicone gets pinched between the PCB and the plate, and then the outer edges of it get pinched into the case. Attached to the mounting system. I did order an extra one of these. Again, I was new to the hobby and wasn't sure what to get extras of, so I'm not sure if this is one of the extras or one of the ones that comes with, but that's what this piece is. I have got, this is one of these solderable Wilbatech PCBs. It is, oh, it's upside down in the bag. I was like, wait, that logo looks upside down. There we go. And this is one of my solderable ones. I have a total of 3 solderable ones, so I can do different builds. It's also got the daughter board and cable in there. They're a really cool gray color with gold solder mask detailing, and that is hard to catch with the film light because the anti-static bag. This is my hot swap PCB I got. That's probably what's going to go in the Moon Stealth to begin with, because I want to play with that one a little bit more. We got feet. We have something very heavy in this box. Oh, you know what? I bet this is the internal weight. My top workshop drawer open here. Didn't expect to need a knife. Yeah, this is so heavy, I can't imagine it's anything but that internal weight. Yep, that's gonna be exactly what that is. They're really gonna make me unwrap it to show it off. RAMA branded absolutely everything on this packaging. Only building up the suspense here, there we go. So this is a brass internal weight that can mount inside this keyboard. I've also ordered a Kara from the SEQ2 that's also compatible with this weight. Now it's an injection molded keyboard, so this amount of weight would be kind of hilarious in it. But mass affects sound profile, having less, this is so crinkly, having, I want to keep the video going by talking. but I'm not sure you can hear any of this over the crinkling. I honestly may just time-lapse through this in the edit anyway. Who knows? There we go. Obviously, mass of an object affects its resonance, and air volume affects resonance. So this will affect both obviously the mass of the keyboard. It's quite heavy. I want to say it's nearly 1 kilogram, if memory serves. But it'll also take up some of the hollow space in the board, and it's brass, and brass reflects sound differently than aluminum, and all kinds of variables. So I've got that to play with. And also got the silicone version, which is much lighter. This weighs, next to nothing. But obviously silicone absorbs and reflects sound differently than even brass does. And this is kind of the ribbed pattern to maximize surface area. So that'll be interesting to play with as well. Fasteners for the brass weight, I'm guessing. They just don't fit in the box with it. So then our hardware goodie bag here. I love the RAMA part bags. They're a very good size for things. In the part bag, we've got a Allen wrench, hex key, whatever your preferred nomenclature is for assembly. All of our fasteners to attach our plate to our PCB, it looks like. Different format, RAMA stickers with that fun wavy pattern on them. That's pretty cool. Another hex key for the larger size, and I just noticed they're even branded. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Torx, I believe, yes, Torx, the best fastener. Even better than hex, in my opinion. Another RAMA switch puller. I've got so many of these now. And a RAMA branded micro USB, or not micro USB, USB-C cable. See the RAMA branding on the business end of the device. There. So pretty simple, straightforward part bag. There's not a lot of fasteners on this keyboard. It's a lot like the Mode 80 in that regard, where there's nothing extraneous there. It's just what you need to have a keyboard, and it has a very minimal look from the outside as well, just like the 80 does, which, as y'all know, I'm a big fan of those. Well, if you watch my videos, you know I'm a big fan of those minimal, monolithic kind of looking designs. So we're gonna put those in, that in. No, I think that was the last one. Also, it doesn't matter, I suppose. And stickers. Cool. Parts box 1 is complete, which means we get to open keyboard 1. Oh my god, I am so excited about this keyboard. 470 something days of waiting. So on the top we've got the RAMA Works branding, U80-A, 80%. On the front, we've got this lovely foil of what the keyboard looks like. On this end, we get a little bit more of the details about this specific board. It is the moon color. You can see one of the seals here as well. A little smudge on the box, not sure what that is. I have no idea where that QR code goes. Let's find out what that does. My phone is, oh, there we go. My phone was not pleased about scanning that right away. There's a YouTube link. Oh, it's a little kind of sizzle reel for the U80. That's pretty cool. There you go. On the back, we have the bottom side of the board in that foil kind of relief look. You can see just 4 fasteners holding this guy shut from the outside. RAMA logo there. And then this is embossed cardboard. Not sure if that will show up, but the RAMA X pattern is embossed on the bottom here. So we're gonna, oh my god, this is it. I get to open a U80. This is like one of the first keyboards I found when I got into the hobby that really piqued my interest from a design standpoint. So this is kind of a big moment. I am terrible about shooting, editing, and releasing videos. I'm literally doing this the day I got these. The last time I did a video this quickly was unboxing the Stellar 65. And hopefully this is up, you know, before the end of this week. I'd love to shoot this and then edit it this evening before I go to sleep. But we'll see. Whew. Oh my God, this is exciting. Anything on the yellow box? Nope, just the embossed X pattern on the bottom. Pretty plain on the rest of it. Really a nice yellow, kind of a golden color. We've got this slot here, I believe, for the plate. Yes, indeed. I forget what the default plate is with these. I want to say it's an aluminum plate by default. It feels like aluminum. Just more crinkling paper. Yep, that's, yeah, yes. That is an aluminum plate, also in the moon color. Man, if that is any indication of what color this keyboard is, that is very exciting. That looks absolutely beautiful. So this is a keyboard that does not offer any layout options. The layout, it's 7U, which is not my preference. But honestly, for this board, I'm fine with it. One option for caps, to no split back or anything like that. So the layout you get is the layout you get, as I think is the case with most RAMA boards. I think that's pretty typical from them, if memory serves. Okay. Oh my God, this is so exciting. I am going to glove up for this one because the weight on the bottom of these is very shiny. And I do not want to fingerprint it the first time I pull it out of the box, because I want it to look nice so I can photograph it after I build it. Oh my God, this thing weighs a ton. All right, very good. This is gonna be slightly more forgiving than my work mat, I bet. So we're going to unbox onto that surface, and the yellow will be some nice contrast between the gray of the keyboard. Outer plastic baggie. And more of that very crinkly RAMA Works paper. Yeah. Oh my God. This is, I do believe, my heaviest board by a fairly significant margin at this point. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. You guys feel that? I feel it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my God, this is just absolutely stunning. The U80 has very large bezels all the way around, but also these dividers between the nav cluster and the F and all that are bigger than on your average board. So it's a very beefy looking board all around, and a very beefy feeling board for that matter. Aluminum top case, aluminum bottom case, and you can see these fasteners here. They're holding on the brass weight, which is on the bottom. I'm just kind of taking this in still. Like, the chamfer is gorgeous. The proportions are absolutely fantastic. Wow. Yeah. I have lusted after this design for a long time. I think like the first keyboard that really piqued my interest was the Satisfaction 75, which, as y'all know if you watch my videos, I didn't get. But I did get the LCK 75, which is the same layout for like a third the cost. And it turns out the screen and knob don't really do anything for me. So money saved, I guess, on that one. But then very quickly after that, I was introduced to the U80. And my goodness. So we're going to flip to the side here. This is one of the views I absolutely love of this keyboard, is the kind of monolithic look. This is a lot of the same design principle I like about the Mode 80, and to some extent the Mode 65 as well, actually. But the Mode 80 really, when you view it from the front and sides, it looks like a single piece of aluminum. And this would, had they not added the weight, but I really like the way the weight peaks up over the side. I think this keyboard would almost look a little boring if it didn't have this side profile. On the back, very plain, very straightforward. RAMA Works logo above the recessed USB-C cutout. Absolutely stunning. That's great. And this is the Moon Stealth. I think that refers to the fact that the weight is a very similar finish to the top. And there we go. Isn't that great? I believe this glows in the dark. What this means, I actually don't know. U80, I know what that means. That's pretty obvious, but I don't actually know what the rest of those numbers mean. You can see from here kind of how the construction of this keyboard works. Obviously, these are the troughs for the feet that we looked at earlier. These screws come off, which removes the whole back of the keyboard. And then inside, I'm not sure I'll be able to show you this. There's kind of these ridges. Yeah, it's not going to work to show you without taking it apart, I don't think. But there's these places around the edge where the mute mount gets pinched between the top and the bottom of the keyboard. So you kind of assemble the plate and PCB as usual as a unit, install them into the keyboard upside down, and then screw the back, and that's what puts the pressure on the mute mount. And then this weight looks... what I really like about this weight is that it completely covers the back and then encroaches onto a piece it's not at all attached to. Just the fitment of that is very cool to me, and especially because it looks like it's floating because all of its fasteners are hidden on the inside. And this is a very typical way of hiding fasteners. I mean, RAMA didn't invent anything new here. That you kind of install things in sort of a weird order to make it look like something is floating or screwless. I mean, Mode with the 80 latched to the front side of the tongue and groove. RAMA just decided to do fasteners on the outer edge instead of, fasteners across the top, but then they did this weight across the top. So this design is really just absolutely stunning. I probably didn't need to put the gloves on for this one in retrospect because this isn't a shiny weight on this one. This is a blasted weight on this one, but the Soya one has a shiny weight on it. And then also just one of those silly little details I love about RAMA boards. They laser etch their fasteners with what size the fastener is. There's no reason to do that. It doesn't add anything to the functionality or build process really even. There's only 2 sizes of hex in this thing. It's just one of those little details. Even the silver ones here. Yep, even the silver ones are laser engraved. It's much more fine, obviously, because they're not ablating away the black coating. But even those are etched. So, wow. Oh my god. This feels like such a silly thing to be this excited about. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the keyboards that got me into the hobby. So let's pack this one up, and we will get along to the Soya one. All right, round 2. So this is my second accessory box. They labeled it as if it goes with the Soya. I'm not sure how they would have split that up in my order. Anyway, doesn't matter. Accessory box number 2. So in here we've got another box of plate attachment hardware. More fun RAMA Works stickers. I'm going to imagine a completely identical bag of mounting hardware. It looks like it, so I'm not going to bother showing you that again. Feet. Here's my extra mute mount. Oh, well, you know what? Having an extra mute mount will be handy because 3 of my PCBs are solderable, so these may end up trapped in a build, but then you can just swap the plate and PCB out in the same... Yeah, okay, anyway. I guess I don't regret that as much as I thought. What I would have done in retrospect, though, is instead of ending up with 3 solder PCBs in a hot swap one, I would have made that 2 and 2. If there's extras at some point, I'll try and get another one, but all that to say, 2 more of the solder PCBs And then we have a polycarb plate. How could I tell? There you go. Kind of a frosty one. The U80 is one of the few like really premium keyboards I know that has per key RGB on the PCB. So that was almost rhymey. This will help diffuse. That is actually one of the things they mentioned on the website. That's kind of a ghosty, kind of frosty look to it. Yeah, just polycarb plate. Nothing too wild there. Nope. Okay, that actually went a little bit better than I expected it to. And then our last accessory, brass plate. I don't remember what, I start talking every time I start crinkling this paper. Wow. Goodness gracious. That is a brass plate. That's gonna be hard to show on video here. It's kind of like a champagne gold kind of color. It's not like a yellow gold like one typically associates with brass. Yeah, it's kind of like a champagne gold. I'm not sure yet what plates I'm going to use in which builds. I need to do some thinking on that. I think I want to build the moon one first because that's going to be the one I put my hotspot PCB in. I've got a theme build for the Soya we're about to unbox. And so I might do some experimentation with the moon one before I commit to a plate for the Soya one. But yeah, so aluminum with each, polycarb, brass. I always forget how stiff brass is. I mean, that's like the whole reason people like it as a keyboard plate, is that it's stiff. I guess it's got good acoustic characteristics too, and like carbon fiber's probably as stiff. Brass plate, PCB plate, 2 solderable PCBs, 2 mute mounts, feets, hardware, plate fasteners, and some RAMA work stickers. Okay, the main event. Whoops, upside down. Soya, U80-A. Soya, beige. Yeah, all the same stuff on the outside. I can actually see through this sticker. There's a RAMA Works logo under there, so clearly this box was just like printed and made with RAMA on each end. And then they put the color sticker on after the fact. Not knocking it, it's fine, just funny. I like kind of seeing how that stuff works in the background. I'm so excited to see this color. I have a theme build for this that I think is going to be really, really cool. I just hope this is the color I expect it to be to make the theme build work. For those of you who don't know, color is a huge pain in the butt. I color correct my videos using a calibrated color checker like this. I've got a plugin for Final Cut, which is the editing software I use, where it actually scans this and color corrects based on current lighting conditions and that kind of thing. So I hope that this does a good job. It looks like it does a good job, but that's part of the thing with color. So if you're seeing colors in this video, take them with a grain of salt. I hope they're representative. And honestly, I don't know, maybe looking at this will help you tell. I could put this in frame with the Soya, but like beige and like skin tones, warm tones, that kind of thing especially are quite difficult, and like pure blues are quite difficult. So I will bring this back into view just so you can see in case my color correction is as good as I think it is. I think it's pretty good, but I do want to represent these fairly. A lot of vacuum on that one. Okay. Oh. Maybe this one already has a brass plate. This does not feel like aluminum. Oh yeah, and it's got the plastic bag within a plastic bag. Well, I guess I know where the brass plate's going then. See, had I ordered this again this far into my keyboard journey, I would have ordered this different, probably. Again, it's fine, but it's just funny seeing how much I've learned since October of 2020 about the hobby and my tastes and all that. This is exactly the same brass plate. Okay, well, I have 2 brass plates, an aluminum plate, and a polycarb plate. So it feels right to use this in this keyboard if this is what it comes with, but I'm still going to do some experimenting in the Moon one before I do the theme build here, because I'm committing right away to soldered switches with this build, because it's a theme build, so I'm unlikely to switch the switches because they're part of the theme. God, yeah, I'm really excited for that build. I have some experimenting to do and lubing to do. I did not expect these for another 2 days, and then the DHL app was like, surprise, they're coming today. And I'm like, oh, good. And literally as I was biking home from work, the DHL truck passed me. So, timing. Whew, I got the butterflies again to see the color of this. Oh, I kind of see a sneak peek through the end. That ruins the surprise. No, it's fine. Look at that. So you can see that this is why I have gloves on. I don't want to touch that with my dirty human fingers. That implies like I have non-human fingers. All my fingers are human. I still want to touch this with my hands. Trying to handle these carefully so I can like have a big like color reveal moment. Have a little fun with it. All right. U80-A, sequence 2, Soya. Yep, the build's gonna be great. Oh my god. Woo! That looks awesome. So I'm gonna put the color checker here for reference so you can see what other colors look like near it. I'm new at this. I don't know if this is helping you. I just want to like represent these colors fairly. Wow, this is gonna be awesome. Now, oh my god, it's so cold still. Now, seeing this, I'm very excited about this theme build. I'm gonna be building pretty furiously over the next couple weeks to get the Moon one done, experiment a little bit, and then prepare to build this one. Yeah, just again, it's easier to see because this is a lighter color. All the contours, how the chamfer looks. It's hard to describe what excites me about this because it's a very basic shape. It's a rectangle, it's a keyboard. They're all rectangles. Sorry, not all, they're mostly rectangles. I type on non-rectangular keyboards sometimes. I think it's the proportions. I know Wilba has said that the choice to make this gap between like the F row and the numbers bigger was one of his decisions, and kind of the collaborative process that went into what I'm driving at here is the proportionality of all this. I think if the chamfers were any deeper or any lighter, if they had compressed the F rows and the nav cluster to be more normal, if they had made the bezels a little thicker, a little thinner, whatever, and that's really what design is. It's the whole package. So much as all keyboards, more or less, sorry, ergo people, are rectangles, there's ways to make them more beautiful and less beautiful. And the finish on this is absolutely stunning. The proportion of the chamfer, the radius of the corners and everything. I just watched American Psycho for the first time, like last Friday, as I'm recording this on February 2nd, and I feel like I'm describing the business cards in that scene. Just like everything about this is very tasteful. This design, this frame, and I think with even more contrast, yeah, like come on, with even more contrast between the side and the weight, that's stunning. It's a little, D-shaped bite out of the side profile, but it's just shaped right. It follows the lines of the keyboard. It's proportionally, it comes up like just high enough for my taste. But it still maintains that monolithic look with just a little accent. Because you think when you're looking at this on a desk, that kind of comes out of the desk visually as well. Just really stunning. Yeah. Oh, come on. This is so good. What is with me and shiny butts on keyboards? Wave at the camera. There's you guys. Yeah, I don't know what else I want to say about this. Just goodness gracious. Smudgy or scratch? Smudgy. And now I've just smudged it more. Ian. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this keyboard. This is beautiful from every side. I'm very excited to type on it. It is so cold still. The other one was not this cold, or maybe I was just so excited that I didn't notice how cold it was. Yeah, no, this is just absolutely stunning. Both of them are stunning. I have different plans for both of them. It was funny when I ordered these. I ordered two because I couldn't pick a color. We got to the end of the ordering window, couldn't pick a color. The first one of these I ever saw was milk, their white colorway, and SEQ2 didn't have the milk option, which was going to be my go-to. So I couldn't pick a color, long story short, and I ordered two out of panic, which is the best way to buy things. And in my head, I was like, oh, I'll sell whichever one I don't like when it arrives. People are going to want these keyboards. I can look at the colors, sell which one I don't like. But then in the meantime, I thought about this Soya color more and more and more, and thought of a great theme build that I'm really excited about to do with this. I haven't done a theme build in a while. And then I was like, oh, well, if this is going to be a theme build, it's going to be like kind of locked in. I'm going to want to display it when I'm not using it. Blah, 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 blah. So I talked myself into keeping both. Long story short, that's where that was going. So there you go. That's the unboxing. The RAMA U80-A SEQ2 in Moon, the previous one, Moon Stealth, and Soya, which is, I think this was the first keyboard that was offered in Soya. They offer it in a number of their units now, like the Kara, I think comes, oh, hey, you can see me, hello. You can see my Spirited Man hoodie. It's a great YouTube channel. Now you can get the Soya color in, I think, almost all their products. They have it in plastic for the Kara. They've got it obviously in aluminum already for the U80. I want to say the M60 had a Soya option. And I feel like we're seeing, it might just be that effect where like when you start noticing something, you notice it everywhere. I feel like we're seeing more beige keyboards right now. The NK87 aluminum came out into beige, and I've seen a couple others. But I guess keyboards have always been beige. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Anyway, this is a fantastic color. I cannot wait for the theme build I'm doing with this. I have got my switches picked out that I'm going to be building the Moon with initially, at least. We are going to be using Bolsa Supply Zaku switches, which I have shucked here, ready to be lubed over the course of the next couple days. I really hope I can build the Moon this weekend, and kind of get in the process of learning what I like about these and how to ultimately then do my theme build. So look out for those. Subscribe if you want to be aware when the build videos come out for these. If you liked this, you know what to do. If you got a question, hit me up in the comments. And if you didn't like this video, hit the dislike button. It doesn't count anymore, and it still counts as engagement in the algorithm, so can't hurt me. I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go over to my computer right now, see if I can edit this before the end of the night, and have this up as quickly as possible for you, because I'm bad at making timely content, and I want to get better at it. So, thanks for watching.